So it's been a couple of days since the incident, and I just feel like I'm more prepared to talk about it now than I was before. Before we get into the story, hi, my name is Tanya. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you here on my YouTube journey. Now, by the title of this video, you already know what this video is about. So let's just jump into the video without any further discussions. I've been part of Mozambique for around 20 years now, and I have heard stories of people getting robbed. But these are just stories that you hear. You don't know what they actually go through, what the experience is, because it is such a traumatic experience. I realized that after it happened to me. I mean, this is the first time it's happened in living here in 20 years, but it has happened before to friends and family as well before. But yeah, I mean, I've just been lucky that it's never happened to me before, and this is the first time. So it was pretty scary. I mean, it is always scary to be attacked, but this is what happened. I go for a walk every day in the evening, and from my house, from where I live to the beach promenade, is around 1 kilometer. And there is one particular road that I have to use in order to get to the promenade. So every day I go on this road to get to the promenade, and I finish my walk. I come back, and everything was great until this incident took place on Monday in broad daylight. That too, that's the scary part. Anyway, I was walking and my sister decided to call me. So I answered the call and I was talking on the phone. So my phone was in my hand, my earphones were in my ears, and I was just like talking and walking at the same time. So I reached the beach promenade and I think I walked another kilometer. And I mean, I vaguely saw like people. I knew there were people around, but I didn't like really take notice because I was really involved in the conversation with my sister. So I saw these two guys sitting on the promenade, okay? I didn't really give it too much attention because there were so many people all over. So I thought they were just another bunch of people. So I could see this one guy. He got up and he walked. Okay, so because I was walking fast, I overtook him, and then he started walking behind me. Okay, I kind of got a feeling something weird, so I started walking a little faster, and then he came in front of me. He grabbed my hand, and he came to the side. He grabbed my hand and he came to the side. I had my phone in this hand, and he grabbed this wrist of mine, and he came to the side and he stood there. And at that time, I didn't know what was happening. I really did not think that I was being robbed. I thought that, okay, this guy, he wanted some money or he wanted some food. And I said no. I think I remember saying, like, shaking my head. I said no. And I don't think I said anything. I just shook my head and I tried to walk. So when I tried to walk further, he came in front of me and he showed me the like a spearhead. Okay, it was a spearhead. I remember so well because it was metal. It was kind of rusted as well. I don't know if it was sharp or blunt or whatever it was, but it was a spearhead without the wooden part, without the handle. And that's when I realized I was being robbed. Oh, damn. It was really, really scary. I can't imagine this. I can't imagine that I was robbed. When he showed me that spearhead, then I started panicking. Then I realized, oh my God, I'm being robbed. And my heart started racing. He gripped my wrist tighter, and then I don't know what he was mumbling, but he looked so scary. He looked like one of those drug addicts, and I was like terrified. And this was in broad daylight. This was around 5 p.m. in the evening, and it's holiday time, right now. So there were so many people on the beach, but no one comes to help you. No one comes to help you, literally, you know. So I handed over my phone and I was like panicking. So I just gave him my phone, and then he started doing this, and I got so scared. I wasn't wearing these earrings. I wasn't wearing earrings, but I was wearing these tiny little earrings, and I thought he was going to ask me for these ones, but I have like major sentimental value with these and this little ring here. So I was so scared that he would take this, but he wasn't after this jewelry. He was after the earphones. So when he said this, I just took it out, I gave it to him, and then he told me, you turn around and you go back now, so because I was scared, I just turned around. I took a few steps and then I turned around again to see where he had gone. So at that moment, when I turned around, he had already gone a little ahead, and he turned around to see if I was coming back, and he saw me, turn around. So he came again towards me and tried to threaten me with that spearhead that he had in his hand. Then I got really scared again, and I took a few more steps behind. And then by the time I turned around, he had already met his friend on the other side, and I heard that friend say, oh my god, like in Portuguese, right? Like, oh, you got it, he said. And then both of them like ran into this really scary lane, and then I knew that my phone was gone. I've been robbed and I was panicking, and I couldn't see anyone around that I could actually approach, because all of them, this literally happened opposite a shapa stand. A shapa stand is like the local transport, okay, the local bus stand, and all of them could see me, like all of them could see that this was happening, but no one did anything. That's the worst part. No one did anything, you guys. So I literally didn't want to ask those people. I saw this, approachable woman. She was a Mozambican. Um, she was walking on the promenade. I think she was also like out for her walks because she was in active wear and all of that. And she had her earphones on, her earbuds. And I asked her, I was like, "Can I please use your phone? I just got robbed. I have to call my dad. I have to call my dad." She's like, "I don't have my phone." Anyway, so then I just turned around and I continued walking towards my house, and I saw a lovely, like a South African couple over there, okay? And I went to them, and from afar, while I was walking towards them, I could see that they were on vacation in Mozambique. They were like the guy was like taking like vacation photos of her in front of the beach and all of that. And in that panic, I just went to them. I was like, dude, I need to call my dad. I just got robbed. I want to speak to my dad. I want to speak to my dad. I called my dad and I explained to him the whole story, and I'm like panicking, I'm crying, I don't know what is happening, and my dad is like, I'll come and pick you up right now. I'll come and pick you up right now. I said, no, don't, because the traffic had already started. Once you're stuck in this traffic, it takes really long, so I told him I'm walking, I'm on the way back to the house. Just wait there, I am coming. The time that it took me to walk from the promenade to my house was around 15-20 minutes. And while I was walking really fast. And eventually that panic, I mean, I was still trying to process it. I think I was still trying to process and understand what was actually going on, what just happened, So as I processed it, I was like, okay, you know what? There has to be a way to get my phone back, and then I realized that I can track my phone. Thank you, Google. Oh my goodness. So I thinking of all the data and everything that wasn't backed up, that wasn't backed up. What am I going to do in this country without a phone? Without a phone with my data in it. Also, another thing is, this phone that I bought, it was the first phone that I have bought with my own money, So I was not going to let this go easily. It's been around 5 years with this phone right now, and I'm not gonna let it go that easily. So I decided, like, as soon as get home, I'm gonna go on my laptop and see where this damn phone is. I log into my laptop and I don't know how to do it because I'm in that panic state, I don't know where to go, where to see my phone or anything. So I just quickly go on Google and I check like how to track my phone, and then it shows me the option of Google Track Your Phone app. So I took my mom's phone and downloaded the app ASAP. And when you download this app, it asks you to log into one of the Gmail accounts that's on your phone. So I logged into my main account. It showed me that the phone has been switched off. Yeah, so I only had the device details, and the phone is switched off, so you can't track it. So my mom said, anyway, let's just go to the police station, file the complaint, and all of that. So we decided to go to the police station, and on the way there, I also downloaded the app on my dad's phone because my mom's phone, the battery was low, I guess. I downloaded it downloaded the app on my dad's phone and I logged in, and it was still showing me phone, like the phone was off. I'm telling you, when I was sitting in that car and when I was going to the police station, I wasn't sure what to expect from it. I was not sure. I was like, I'm not going to get this phone back. I had like, I don't know, I was like, partially, I had already given up hope, of the phone or the earphones, even, and I was so angry, I was like, I was so angry, that it was gone, that I had just been robbed. We got to the police station, then we sat in his cabin, and then he started questioning me as in like he wanted to know, do you have the details of the phone? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. So when he asked me the details of the phone, I took my dad's phone again and I logged in and I saw that my phone was switched on and I could see the exact location where the phone was. So I told the cop, I was like, I can find it. It's right here. Let's go. He said, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for his enthusiasm to actually go and take action like on the spot, because I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, so then we got into the car, like, so it was both my parents, me, and they had put another policeman with us in our car. We had the location on, and then there was another car behind us. It was a private cop car. So basically, like, it was a tiny little private car so that the thieves did not get alarmed or, run away when they see the cop car. So what happened is we went towards the location of where my phone was, and I looked outside and I recognized the guy. I recognized this guy, and this guy was standing there with his friend, okay, the friend that he met across the road. Okay, so I told the police guy, it is that guy. The guy, I remember him wearing like a green worn out sleeveless shirt, and he was wearing like blue pants, okay, like overall, the overall blue pants that these workers wear. He was wearing those pants, and he was wearing a tone worn out green sleeveless like a jumper or something, and his friend was wearing like a blue and red jacket with like a green color, something, these blue, green and red, I remember the colors of his friend's jacket, like that. I told him it's that guy with the blue pants, and I don't think he heard me properly. He went and caught his friend instead. So this guy, the actual thief who stole my phone, he understood what happened and he ran away from there. The police tried to go after him. He jumped into the mangroves, okay? He jumped into the water. He went into the bush and then he jumped into the mangrove. So they couldn't get him, but they caught the friend and they caught a third guy. Now, the friend and the third guy were at the stall, and the police, rumbled the whole stall. They checked for everything, checked everywhere inside their bags and everything, for the phone. And they eventually found my phone. They did not find my earphones, but they found my phone, which I was so happy for. So now this friend, okay, the friend and the third guy, okay, they were both taken to the police station because the phone was in the bag of the third guy. Do you understand? So they took both the guys to the cop station. When I got to the cop station, they handed my phone. They didn't give me the phone on the spot. They went to the cop station, and then that's when the police guy in the cabin, he handed me my phone back and he told me to switch it on. I don't know what happened, how it got switched off, or what happened, but I switched it on in front of him just to prove that it is my phone. I had to prove it by showing some photos and all of that. They handed the phone over to me. I switched it on. I showed them the proof that it was my phone. And then we all sat in the cabin, and then the police started to register the entire incident. Obviously, he asked me for my details and he asked me what happened. Those guys, the thieves, were also made to sit in the same cabin. So it was like the policeman was sitting over here at his desk. I was sitting here, okay, facing this side. The police guy was facing the front. I was here facing this side, and my parents were sitting in this side, on this side, and the thieves were sitting in front of me on the floor. Oh, looking at them, you feel bad. You feel bad because, they didn't do it to harm anyone. They basically do it because they need to feed their belly, because they are hungry and they're starving and they need the money, for something or the other, whatever. Everyone needs money. The policeman asked them the incident. They obviously lied. They told the policeman some different story itself, and I could not even process that because I was happy that I got my phone back, but at the same time I was like traumatized. Anything could have gone wrong. Even if that spearhead was like blunt and like rusted, it's still a piece of iron. Like he could have done anything. He could have hit me on my head, or like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anything could have literally happened at that point. To process all of that was a little difficult. Anyway, so then we were at the cop station for like almost an hour and a half. The entire evening went by like that, and then we came home, and they told us that we had to come back the next day in order to meet the CID, the investigation guys. So we thought we'll deal with that the next day. The next day we went to meet the investigation team. So the investigation guy, he gave us two options. He told us that we can either go ahead and file a case and against them, or we can terminate the case because I already got my phone back, I got my stuff. We can close the case. I went with closing the case because I'm just gonna be here for the next couple of weeks, and then I'll be moving out anyway. So if the case goes on, it will go to court, it will go to trials and all of that. I really didn't want to get into all of stress, so I just decided to end the case. Me and my dad were there, I remember. We just decided to terminate the case, and we just decided to let it go. The guy did tell us that if you let the case go, then these guys can't really be held in jail for too long. They'll be released within a couple of days, and that's the end of the story. I mean, what can you really do? What can you really do? You just have to carry on with your life because life moves ahead. Just kind of move on. Anyway, so it's been a couple of days now since the incident, and I feel like I can talk about it better. Definitely, I'm feeling much better right now. I also want to mention that I don't think that this one tiny incident is going to actually change my perspective on this country. I've been part of this country for 20 years, and I know that this is not what it is. It's more than this. This country is such a beautiful country. They've got such amazing people here, such kind, lovely people here, and this one incident isn't going to change anything of that. But I do hope that it improves, and I'm definitely looking forward to that, the improvement and definitely the growth of this country. That's it for today, you guys. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.